Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Madness, madness, they call it madness. Madness, madness, they call it madness.
26 minutes to 8. If the government loses its Brexit vote next Tuesday, what do voters think should happen next? How much support is there for a second referendum? And are there many people out there who would change their minds? Well, those are just some of the questions that Nick asked when he sat down for dinner with 8 people chosen for us by the pollsters Ipsos Mori, who live in Bedford in southeast England. 4 of the 8 voted to leave in the referendum. The others wanted to remain.
I'm going to say a word to you, and I want to know what instantly comes to your head. I don't want a long paragraph. Brexit. Jackie.
Boring, dragging on.
Tiago.
Overkill.
Mark.
Disaster.
Mairead.
Shambles. Complete shambles.
Sharon.
Annoyed.
Kerry.
Long, taking ages.
Sarah.
A disaster, I'm afraid.
Martin.
Going against democracy.
Same question in a way. Theresa May. What word comes to mind? Tiapa.
She's stuck. I think now she's stuck and she's got no choice but to stay the course.
Gary, you're nodding.
Yeah, she's kind of just doing her duty, I guess. She did try to get the best deal possible, she feels, but if her heart's not in it, she's not going to deliver, really.
Sarah's looking a bit concerned. You're not looking like you're going to say nice things about Theresa
Well,
May.
I'm not going to be rude about her, but I think belligerent would be something I would possibly use to describe her. And
Belligerent in what way?
she feeds on people trying to pull out the rug from under her. The more determined she is to keep ploughing a path, it's almost like a self-destruct mechanism.
Sarah's not admiring her. A few of you seem to be saying, well, I'm not a great fan. Jackie?
From the position that she actually got left in, picking up the pieces from Cameron, I think she's doing a pretty good job. But she's tried to do her best and been in that situation.
I think she's performing as useless as she was as Home Secretary. She appointed Brexit secretaries or Brexit people and then decided that, nah, not interested in what you're doing, I'm going to go do it and ruin it even more.
So if you could have anybody for Brexit, anybody you like?
As much as I really don't want to mention this person, I think Boris Johnson would have been the right person for it. If you're trying
You as someone who voted Remain,
yeah,
you want Boris Johnson.
that's the person that I think would have given a proper Brexit for the people that voted to leave.
It was his idea, wasn't it? Wasn't it his brainchild?
What can he do that she can't?
Probably negotiate.
Yeah.
She's negotiating against 27 other countries who are sticking together.
Yeah, but I don't think the EU are making it particularly easy for us
No,
either, are
they're
they?
not.
They're calling it a union, but it feels more like getting out of a gang. They're bullying us. I knew right from the word go that they were never ever going to make it easy. So if I had my vote again tomorrow, I would vote even more so for it now because I know it's so much the right thing to do.
Because they've made it hard,
Because
that makes it a good thing to get out.
they've made it hard for us.
Tiapo?
It shouldn't be easy to get out. So if people can just sort of jump in and out whenever they want to, what's the point of having the European Union in the first place? Do we then get the benefits of being part of the EU without being in the EU?
Yeah.
Martin?
Best way to negotiate is you rock up and you go, we're leaving, don't want nothing, and turn your back. Because I guarantee 27 states would have come running across that border with their plate saying, no, we'll give you this, we'll give you this.
That's very blasé to say that. But as a country, we import around about 40% of our food, I believe. And a good bit of that comes from the European Union.
Which can be grown elsewhere in the world.
Sarah, go on.
Yeah, but we can't change. If we have a no deal, none of this is going to happen overnight.
So when will it be no deal? Is it like no deal now? Is it in March? Is it what is no deal?
I'm not sure in that sense.
I'm not quite sure what the logistics are.
Yeah, Jackie?
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Mark?
My understanding is if there's nothing agreed by the 20th of March, then that's it. Everything goes to no deal.
You hear that phrase, no deal? Who here feels nervous?
I am worried. I've travelled a lot in my short life, and the easier it is to do, the better. You gain experiences, you share culture, it's great. I'm worried that I won't be able to be as free as I have been.
Sharon, are you convinced by any of this?
I'm not worried at all. I think the worry is the way everybody whips it up. It's a bit Chicken Little, isn't it? The sky is falling, the sky is falling.
Why would all these people, all these businesses say, well, we've got to stockpile
Not
food
all of
and
them.
medicine.
There's some businesses, you quite often find the businesses that do seem to be the most concerned are the ones that have got something to gain by staying in the EU, and it's not always for the benefit, I think, of the average UK citizen. I think it's more of a monetary thing.
We've got a soggy rich tea trying to battle against a solid, like, hobnob. You know, the hobnob's the tough one of biscuits, right? If we sent a hobnob with chocolate on to battle the hobnob, we'd have won.
Who is the chocolate hobnob?
There's plenty of people that can do it. I think a business person should have been allocated to go and negotiate.
Imagine you could take anybody. Anybody you can think
Alan
of.
Sugar.
Yeah, but he's for Remain.
But if he's tasked with negotiating a good deal, he'll get a good deal.
OK, big vote next Tuesday. Imagine Theresa May loses. What does it mean? How important is it? Sarah?
Another referendum.
Same.
New leader.
I think she'd be ousted.
Yeah.
You think she'd be gone?
No, I hope so.
Referendum, I'd say.
Let me just ask something. Has anybody changed their mind since the last referendum?
No.
Anybody? Anybody thinking of changing their mind?
No.
OK, I am now Prime Minister. And I announce a second referendum. I want to know how you feel.
I feel disappointed, to be honest, because I don't feel that I'm getting what I voted for.
Chapper?
Personally, I think that'd be great, but democracy works in certain ways, so we vote for something and we have to stick with what we vote for.
Although you personally
On a personal level, I
would
think
love us to
I'd want
stay,
it.
you think it's a bad idea to...
But I still think that wouldn't be a good idea, because
I think there'd be anarchy on the streets. It'd be like downtown Baghdad.
Why?
Because this is a democracy and they should be going with what we voted for.
Democracy doesn't mean that you can't change your mind.
Has anybody here lived a perfect life? Would they ever... You'd never go back and change anything about your life? No. Nothing?
Exactly, yeah.
So you want the chance to change this decision?
Yeah, to go back. Well, not to go back, but to have more information, see... And yeah, much more informed decision. That's all. I might choose the same thing, but...
Yeah.
OK, just want to hear Mairead.
I think with the original referendum, the campaigning, it was ridiculous. There was a lot of scaremongering. There was very little actual fact.
I want to know what you say to Martin. I mean, Martin's just said he'd feel very angry and he thinks it would be like Baghdad. He thinks there'd be trouble.
I feel angry too, because like I say, I don't feel that I'd be getting what I've actually voted for.
If you put it to the country and it's still for leave, then fair enough.
But what he's saying,
many people,
isn't he? Jackie.
If it would have been the other way round and the voting was to stay, there wouldn't be no kick-up over it at all. Nothing.
Well, politicians struggling to come to an agreement. Who do you blame for that?
If the leaders are not able to get their homes in order, how can they expect them to come to agreement?
What, the party leaders?
The party leaders, yeah. So they need to put people in line base and say, look, this is what we're doing, because they need to show a united front to us, because we're the ones at the bottom here just sort of looking around thinking, what's going on? And
Theresa May's to blame?
Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn.
I think all of them in there. Says what as well? Jackie?
All of them.
They messed it up?
Yeah.
The Conservative Party are very much to blame for this, but so are the other parties, the Labour Party previously, because they've completely ignored the mood of the country and they are so out of touch with ordinary people's lives, where they've underinvested with schools and doctors and education and things, and that's and the austerity, and this is what builds the resentment against the EU.
At the end of the day, leave us, Remainers, we just want the best thing for the country. And even if we don't get everything of what we want, it's important now that the politicians really pull their act together.
A group of voters in Bedford speaking to Nick.